Hey, welcome to The Guide. I'm Will.
And I'm Yo.
And we're here to talk about some Halo 4.
Halo 4, one of the biggest releases of the year, $220 million in one day.
Are you a Halo player? Have you been in it since the beginning?
I have not. I played the original Halo on Xbox. I played Halo 2. I've played them all, but I was never like invested in them. You know, it was like I played them over at a friend's house or I got them to review. I really enjoyed Halo Reach. Yeah, that was one where I really kind of took more notice and enjoyed that campaign. But never been a huge Halo fan per se.
Yeah, one of the things that really stands out with this Halo is the campaign, and it kind of tweaks on a lot more emotion.
Much more.
And you've got the whole storyline of Master Chief finally coming back. You've got Cortana, his artificial intelligence lady living in his head, who's kind of going through some struggles.
You make Master Chief sound crazy when you say it that way.
He's
not crazy. He's awesome.
He's a little crazy.
Okay, he is a little off.
But he's definitely awesome.
Yeah, he's definitely awesome. Yeah, I mean, the story is great, and they do a great job with telling story. The thing that blew me away about the campaign, I'm playing a shooter where I want to play the campaign.
Yeah.
Like, when does that happen? Battlefield 3? No. Call of Duty? Not really. No. I mean, you always go right to the multiplayer with those games, but this one, I keep coming back to the campaign.
Yeah.
That's so rare for a shooter.
It's always been a trait of Halo
that
as a campaign.
That has been more of their MO, for sure, but this more than any of them I can think of.
Yeah, for sure. And this new campaign, there's so many new ideas presented that you don't really need to be well-versed on previous Halos. I mean, there's a few open-ended questions like why are the Covenant fighting you again? Because there was a treaty the last time you were with them. The new Promethean alien race is introduced, which they can be a very frustrating alien race to fight because, I mean, they're hiders. Yeah. I mean, you hit them, you knock down their shield, and they're behind a wall. Yeah. So it's like a lot of hide and seek.
Or they like warp right into your face and wham! You're like, that's not fair. You were on the other side of the battlefield. How did you, man? That's lame. Why can't I have that ability?
Totally. And then another thing that this new Halo presents is the Spartan Ops, which is
great.
A really cool. It's very campaign-like, and it's made for online multiplayer, so you can still go through a storyline, but you get to level up at the same time.
Basically, it's like another campaign with different characters. It's almost like a whole nother game practically, and the videos that they do each week telling this very interesting story are really well done. I mean, the CG quality is almost like Final Fantasy Spirit Within quality, and it tells like a really fascinating sci-fi story, and getting it in little episodes, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I like the idea too of since Halo came out, what they're doing is releasing 5 new missions a week for the Spartan Ops, and I think that's cool. It kind of keeps you on your edge.
It gives you more to do. And you know, the great thing about it is you get experience to level up your character for online multiplayer as well. Yeah. So as you go through a campaign, you're also improving your character, unlocking new items that you can use on online multiplayer. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and speaking of online multiplayer, I like how they kind of revamped it, and they took a little cues from Call of Duty as far as they switched from, rather than kills, now it's a point system, and also the main difference is the loadouts, where you have your 5 custom loadouts that you can make.
And they got some good options for that to kind of customize it so it plays feels like you can play more your style, which helps me out a lot, because I always struggled with Halo because I had to run out in the battlefield and find the gear that I needed that suited me and my play style. I don't have to do that now. I can enter the battlefield with stuff that suits me, and then like the point stuff, you know, I get my you know, special weapon drops every now and then, and that again, that helps me out. So I like the loadout system. I think it helps Halo a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And part of those new weapons, the Promethean weapons, are so cool.
They're awesome. The light rifle, probably one of my favorite new weapons. The other great thing about the weapons is 343 Industries really boosted the sound in this game. Like, I don't talk about sound design a lot. Last time I really mentioned it was Battlefield 3 and their war tape setting. The sound in this game is fantastic. The weapons sound punchy. Like, they got some oomph behind them, which makes you feel powerful, which you should as Master Chief.
The Warthog sounds so much better.
Oh, it sounds like a hot rod. It's so great.
Yeah, and
it still handles terrible, but it sounds awesome now.
Yeah, basically. And even the sound engineering for the vehicles when they're close to exploding, like there's some very ominous hums that are being emitted.
It's just really well put together. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. Fantastic voice acting. Spectacular CG cutscenes that look like a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fantastic package that 343 Industries has put together with Halo 4.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the biggest bone I have to pick with Halo 4 is for some reason they got rid of dual wielding, which, I mean, that was always a big thing of Halo, I thought. Because I remember when that came out in Halo 2, it was revolutionary.
Oh, you feel so cool doing that, too. You just look awesome.
And then the final campaign mission in this one seems a bit anticlimactic for Halo, because and they also borrowed some elements from previous games too. So I don't know what they were really thinking for that specifically.
It's not a perfect package, but man, it comes really close.
Yeah, definitely. It's still hot on the list to be Game of the Year, I think.
Oh yeah. So what would you give Halo 4 overall?
I don't know if I've ever given anything a perfect rating. I'd have to go with a 6 or a 6.5 out of 7, because I mean, just a couple little things here and there that I could have liked better.
Right.
But I think overall it's amazing. It's a mature rated game, but really it seems more teen.
It does.
When you're actually in. I think that's just more of a reputation standing.
I think you're right. I mean, yes, it is violent. Yes, there is blood and stuff, but it's like it looks like Play-Doh because it's alien blood most of the time. You are shooting things, but it's never gratuitously violent or anything. Hardly ever gory. So yeah, it plays more like a T-rated shooter. The M rating, I think, is more for the hardcore fans, and I agree with you. It'd be like a 6. Like 6.5. I mean, it's so close to being a truly perfect video game. It's an amazing effort by 343 Industries. And like I said, I'm not a huge Halo fan. I'm a huge fan of Halo 4. Like I've really enjoyed it, which has shocked me. Because even with Halo Reach, which I enjoyed, it wasn't like, oh, I can't wait to go back and play that more. I'm going to keep playing it. It was like a mere distraction. This one I'm invested in. Yeah. Especially with the Spartan Ops stuff. It's fantastic.
Definitely. Yeah, well, I think you can read more about our review of Halo 4 online, gameamovieguide.com, and don't forget to connect with us social networking.
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/gameamovieguide. Look for us on Twitter and Google+. And be sure to tune in to the Guide radio show every Sunday, 7 p.m. on Static Radio to get more of all of this. And we'd love to get your feedback as well. You can send us an email, theguide@mystaticradio.com. We'll see you next time, or maybe online with some Master Chief.